What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I help young professionals master their money so they can build their best life. In today's video, I'm going to reveal my secret formula, how I went from earning just $18,000 a year to over $140,000 in less than 5 years. So if you want to know the best way to rapidly increase your income, this video is perfect for you. To show support for my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button or smash that like button, drop me some comments below. All these things let me know what type of content that you guys want to watch. Stick around until the end of the video because using all 4 of these steps together will help put your salary on steroids. All right, no more delays. Let's get started on getting you a raise. I'm gonna just jump right into the 4 steps. Step number 1, find the gold standard company in your industry. I wanted to work in sports sponsorships in football, aka soccer, and for me, the gold standard company, or the best company in my industry, was Manchester United. So I set my sights on getting an internship at the football club. In order to better my chances of being hired, I completed a 1-year MBA in football industries at the University of Liverpool. I made sure that I stood out in my class by graduating with honors. I also attended a lot of university events that increased my chances of meeting recruiters and networking with other employees in the football industry. When it came time to apply for the job, I brought a lot to the table. I had a good track record at university, I had a relevant degree which helped me stand out from the crowd, and I also could demonstrate a pretty good understanding of Man United's business model and goals. So in the end, I was offered a 3-month intern position at the club. The key takeaway? Get your foot in the door. So at this stage in my career, the starting salary in London for an intern was $18,000 a year. Step number 2 is to secure a full-time role with that leading company. There were about 6 interns in total at Manchester United during my time, and my biggest focus was to stand out because there was likely only one permanent position at the end of the internship. So I achieved this in 2 ways. First, I demonstrated that I was hardworking. I was always volunteering to take on tasks, regardless of what it was, and asking the team if I could provide help in any way. But the second way, and I would probably argue more importantly, was that I never missed an opportunity to connect with the team outside of the office. I never missed a pub trip on a Friday or weekly office football. I find that developing personal relationships with my colleagues has been a key component in the long-term success of my career. When it came time to offer one intern a full-time role, my quality of work, mixed with the integration into the company from a social perspective, placed me at the front of the queue, and I ended up landing that full-time position. Key takeaway? Stand out from the crowd. At this point in my career, my salary had jumped from $18,000 a year to $36,000 as a full-time employee. And within just 2 years, I went from the research team to the sales team, which again moved my salary from $36,000 to $75,000. Now, the reason that it jumped so much is because I went from a support function role into a revenue generation role. So this meant more money, but also more pressure. Step number 3 is to build relationships with outside recruiters. Once I had 2 years of experience under my belt at Man United, I started attracting a lot of attention from recruiters on LinkedIn. The reason being was that Man United was considered the best in the sports business industry. So when recruiters were looking for talent in the sports sponsorship space, they often started with the big clubs, such as Manchester United. Many of my colleagues were contacted by recruiters, but they didn't do much about it. However, I started building relationships with 4 headhunters in my industry by taking them all to lunch. This was super easy to arrange, as headhunters are financially rewarded for finding you a new job. Plus, a free lunch, who's going to turn that down, right? And this gave me a chance to get to know them on a personal level, explain what I was looking for in a new position, and set my salary expectations. I was also a high-valued commodity with Manchester United on the CV. Headhunters knew that I could demand a higher salary, which in turn meant more money for them. Key takeaway? Financially incentivize others to feed you higher paying jobs. Step number 4, become an interviewing ninja and learn your market value. During my time at Manchester United, I wasn't necessarily looking for a new job in a different company. I only really interviewed for the best positions that headhunters sent me. There's a few reasons why I decided to do this. First, It allowed me to start crushing interviews because I actually didn't care how well I performed. This gave me a ton of practice to perfect the art of interviewing. Since there was absolutely no pressure to land the job, I came across as confident and was offered the position more times than I was rejected. Secondly, interviewing gave me an opportunity to learn my market value. I always told headhunters that I was on at least 10,000 more than I actually was. This was a way to understand what companies were willing to pay for my position. This gave me a range. Huge caveat here. Don't do so many interviews that headhunters start getting pissed off and annoyed with you for wasting their time by turning down the jobs that they find you. This will backfire on you. Be selective. Interview for the jobs that truly pique your interest with the companies that you would actually consider working for. Now, I was looking for a new challenge outside Man United. After interviewing at some of the top companies I was interested in, I actually accepted a role with another company. This was the next jump in my salary from $75,000 to $140,000. Now, the benefit of step number 4 is that you don't necessarily have to leave your company or your current role to get a raise. Having practiced your interviewing skills and knowing what other companies are willing to offer you in terms of compensation gives you a great starting point with your boss. Now that you've been practicing, walk straight into your boss's office and let them know exactly why you deserve that raise and what other competitors out there are willing to offer. Most companies are incentivized to keep their current employees. It's expensive and it's really annoying to go through the hiring process. So more likely than not, your boss will help you plan the next steps to get that raise. And if not, no worries. You have other competitive offers lined up. Key takeaway, upsell yourself. Just imagine how an extra 10, 20, or even 30,000 a year could impact your life. If you're looking to earn more money, I'm going to challenge you to start taking some action and implement some of the steps that I've outlined in this video. If you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. I'm dropping videos every week helping you harness the power of money to improve every area of your life. I hope you found these tips useful. They've been incredibly helpful in my career to rapidly increase my income. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.